Hello, it's Colour Your World Sunday. I'm excited for this one. The prompt is yellow. The theme is sunny days, whatever makes you happy. Colour Your World is a thing I've run for the last couple of years. It's in year 3 now. Every month, we'll get a colour and a prompt. This year I added Pantone colours to the list of prompts and colours just for you to take a look at. The whole list of prompts is on the Emma's Happy Place Arts and Crafts Facebook page, and it's also in YouTube in the posts, the community bit. So if you want to have a look at it there, you can. But I'm just going to quickly get up the Pantone colour for you, and then we'll get started. So the Pantone colour is in May. It's 108C, and I'll just pop it up on the internet and I'll show you. Pantone 108C, and it's a very sunny yellow. Hi Dana. So basically super bright yellow. Obviously you don't have to use this colour, it's all just for it's for inspiration really, more than anything. The whole of this is supposed to be for inspiration. It's not supposed to be really serious, it's not supposed to be stressful, it's just supposed to be fun. Hi Stephanie. Hi Donna. Heidi, hi. Right, I'm just going to do the technology thing. I shall be right with you, and then we'll get started. I've also thought, because we started off doing different like techniques and things, so this month we're going to make it layers, because we all know how much I like to add layers to things, and I thought let's do it for this. I forgot how to spell friend. There we go. Why is it not working? How do you spell friend? That is so bad. Oh, there we go. Honestly, I don't know what happened there. My brain forgot to work. So we have got some new goodies on the website as well, which I'm going to run through quickly because the watercolour paint sold out. But I managed to get some tubes, and these are the colours. So with a tube, all you do is you squirt it into a palette and you let them dry, and you use them like a watercolour pan. The tubes are bigger, so they go further. So I mean, you could make so many pans out of them. But this is it. So you get 24 paints with 3 brushes. The brushes are very nice as well. Oh, I knew I should have unstuck them again. But yeah, they're very nice brushes. And this is acrylics. There is acrylic paints. This is the watercolours. And here's 3 brushes. So there's 3 brushes again, and they are super nice brushes. And I'll unstick them again. I try to leave it. Stuck the sticker down. Hang on. There we go. So they are very nice watercolour brushes as well, 3 different sizes. So these are the colours. They were in order, but my lovely little Bella knocked them off. So they're not in order, but they're very nice colours. This is the palette right here. And I mean, the pigment is intense. We are going to use them, and some of the acrylics, but I mean, the price of them is insane still. Again, with the acrylics, you get 24 colours, and they're a nice size tube, to be honest. The 12mm, but you get quite a lot for 12mm. So that is them. We also have, what I'm going to use tonight is, there's loads of different colours. I've got these ones. These ones actually sold out. But there's loads of different colours. These little die cut houses. They are a thick card die cut out for you. And there's loads of different ones, so they're on the way. But we also have roses, peel-offs. Where's my new ones gone? So monochrome ones, which is this one, and of course I've muddled them up because I've been playing. I made that with them. How cute is that? Where is it? I did have it in my hand. I bet you I've put it somewhere safe. That's what I usually do, isn't it? Anyway, you get 2 different ones. The picture is on the website. Yeah, there's loads of stuff on there if you want to go and have a look. And we'll go through them again another time. But these are the monochrome ones. So, layers. I'm going to move everything out of the way because I want to build up the layers. I like to add fabrics. I like to add, obviously, peel-off stickers, die cuts, so on and so forth. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Val. Hi, Dominique. Hi, hi, hi. So I have got just a white bit of card because I have got it in stages so I don't have to watch stuff dry. And all I'm going to do is taking the yellow. So I've got the bright yellow, the deep yellow, and then the orange. And all I'm going to do is pick some up on the water brush or the paintbrush, whatever you prefer to use, and just put it out on my mat. So it's basically similar as what you do with ink pads and things to get the water going, to get the colour moving. We'll just... There we go. That'll be more than enough, way more than enough. The pigment goes so far. What I'm using is an oven liner. It's not the best, I have to say, for picking up colours with. It's very, obviously, with it being what it is. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Kim. So I'm just going to move it around. And I am using a watercolour card. It does say it doesn't really like lift the colours off. And that's all I want, though. I just want some colour on the card. Now, I know it's going to break people's hearts, but I am going to wipe this up. Oh, where did I put the kitchen roll now? There it is. Just next to us. Oh. So yes, if you've got a paint palette, you can even just use a... What's the word I'm looking for? A plate. You know, if you've got an old plate, just dot your colours on there, and that is the palette that you need. It will air dry. It'll air dry quite hard, and then obviously you just add water to reactivate the watercolours. I have got a crackle stamp. You can get crackle stamps anyway. If you haven't got one, don't worry. Just skip this bit. Or doodle in some lines. Now I've lost the colour I was so organised. This always happens. I did have a plan in my head, but I've lost the ink pad now. Oh, there it is. And I'm going to use a brown. So I'm going with ground espresso. And all I did was, when this paint was still wet, is like that. And then because I let it air dry so it moves, that's how far I got. And then I took some of the yellow acrylic and some of the orange acrylic. So it's pumpkin and sunshine I used. And this is all just for the background, building up layers. We're going to add even more layers. And then you can use a credit card or whatever you want. I just add a little bit to the mat. And I haven't gone any further than this. This is as far as I went with the plan. Because obviously for the Colour Your World, I don't like to have a plan. I like to see what I come up with. I like to see in sort of real time. But when I thought layers, I thought nobody's going to want to sit and literally watch paint dry. And all I did was I'm taking... This is like a silicone wedge. Pottery people use them, paint people use them. Use a credit card, you don't have to use this. And all I'm doing is sort of keeping the colours vertical and horizontal. Yeah, vertical, horizontal. Am I right? No, horizontal's that way, isn't it? Vertical. What's the words I'm looking for? Up and down. Across and up and down. So if you start doing this, it kind of knocks your eye off a little bit. Or it does with me. Obviously, if you enjoy that, then it's completely up to you. And I'm just making broken lines in both of the colours. And you probably won't actually see much of this in the finish. But every time, whoever you give it to, or every time you look at it, you're going to see something a bit different. And this is what I love about crafting. You see something different every time you look. So I'm not looking for perfect by any stretch of the imagination. Hi, Julie. Oh, I'm just going to wipe the acrylic away. And then this is what I got up to. Oh, I did actually smudge some of the colours, and I used a yellow ochre colour, which actually is called Tahiti Gold in the acrylics. I did it with the bright yellow as well, but I'll just do it with the gold. And again, just taking that wedge. Where did I put it? The fairies have took it. Or a spatula. Oh, it was pop a little bit on. And then sort of brush it on. Whichever bit, if you don't like it, don't attempt to do it. If it's not for you, don't feel like you have to do it. Again, this is what I like to do. I'm just showing you how I build all the layers up, because that's kind of the technique I thought I would add in. And we'll see how we'll get on. Oh, I love the Crafty family. I do. I love our lives. I hate it when I have to cancel or something happens, especially the internet. Right, so that is that. I actually think I prefer this one to this one, but when I'm going to cut it down. And that's another thing with it. Whenever you make like sort of a masterboard like this, don't look at the whole thing. It's the same as when you're working on the jelly plate. Just sort of, you can pick bits out that you like best. See, I like this where the crackles kind of bled. So all I would do is grab your trimmer or whatever you've got and then cut the edges off. Any edges, keep them if you want to build up your mosaic backgrounds. We've done that before. You can go back and have a look at the different lives of that if you haven't seen them before. We've done all sorts, to be honest, haven't we? Who is playing along with Colour Your World? Tell me about your weekend. I have a shadow. It needs a floor, but it is up. And I'm excited! Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab a sponge and some of this ground espresso. So I'm keeping the colours nice and bright, obviously just because the prompt is yellow. If you don't want it to be this yellow, just use your watercolours less yellow and don't do the acrylics, or use the watered down watercolour to do it. Make it so it suits you. Or if you're used to working with sort of lighter colours, try something different and add the bright colours in. And it may totally change your mind about certain things. You might be absolutely blown away and decide that you love the bright colours and you want loads of neon. Yeah, masterboards are great, aren't they? You can use them for all sorts. You can use them for journal pages, cards, ATCs, ephemera. You can just go crazy. Love it. So I'm thinking, now this is all I had planned so far. This is it when I decided on layers, because I like to build up the layers with just what I find as I go. So obviously I'm going to use some little houses because they're just absolutely brilliant. So I need to make the background fit in with that. I have got this from the Colour Create collage, and I thought we could colour it in. So I'm going to go in with the orange in his face. And this is going to be in with the layers as well, because when it said Sunny Days, I thought immediately of this kit. And I'm going to use the brighter yellow. And again, you don't have to worry too much with these images, because they don't have to be perfect. They can be perfectly imperfect. You see how bright and lovely the colours are. I love them. I'm going to take it in just a smidge and brighten up his face a little bit. I mean, the watercolours are fab. So it's, again, it's just the same as using a pan. It's still a fantastic pigments and everything. It's just the pans were all gone. I mean, at the price that I had them in, it's crazy. That's how I was able to bring them to you. That's how I still am with these ones. So I'm going to go around with the bright orange and then kind of clean the brush off and just with water pull it down so it's bright, so it's more orange on the outside. And again with watercolour is very forgiving. You can kind of get away without having it totally perfect. Perfectly imperfect. I love it. It's a kind. I've always referred to it kind of as in my craft style. It's never perfect, and I give up on wanting things totally perfect a long time ago, because the harder you try to get something totally perfect, the harder it is to do. Now I probably would have dried that off first, but it is going to be a layer. So I've inked around the edge. We've got that. I'm going to grab some of this washi tape. It's coffee stain washi tape. It is on the web as well. And we're going to tear it. And I'm going to tear it here as well. And this is another layer. I love doing this as well. So it is self-adhesive. You do just have to pull the backing off. And again, a lot of this stuff is just what's next to us. I don't overly plan layers, because I tend to find, to be honest, sometimes I wish I had planned, because I see other stuff and I think like, oh, I wish I'd put that on it, or oh, I could have done with this. But sometimes over planning and we can end up having a bit of a dog's dinner. Especially if it's something that you're kind of new to, or something that you're trying for the first time. And the thing is, at the end of the day, it's just, you don't use an awful lot of supplies to make one thing. So overthinking is sometimes your worst enemy. So I have got these faded tags. I still think there's some of these left, which I'm totally shocked about. So you get loads and loads in. And I'm going to look for the yellowy ones, I think. Or a yellowy type. There. I'm thinking this one, because it's got the yellow, like a yellow hint to it. And I'm just going to add in some different layers. So again, it is a background. And I'm thinking of keeping it all sort of going this way and having this as the background. So you can still see quite a bit of the yellow and the orange lines on the outside. I know I said you probably won't see much, but I've changed my mind. Right, I'm going to leave that there in case I come back to it. I do have some ephemera, which is not really going to match the house, but I'm thinking the street maps, because it's a house, isn't it? So add that on, and you might not see much of this at the finish. I want that other, I did pick some of this up as well, which is the acetate sheets, the printed acetate sheets that we've got. There it is. There's the other one. So you get some pretty cool images on them. They're not massive images, but the likes of this, you could add in as a bit of background, or you could even have a little cat peeping over, little flowers. I love this as well. I mean, look at the girls' faces. Aren't they stunning? So they're on. This one here says sunny, which I'm thinking, and I love a rub on. I have called this monochrome because there's not much colour in. There's a bit red and blue and a little bit pink and things, but and sunny, it says abounding in sunshine, a sunny day exposed to light or warmed by the direct rays of the sun, pertaining to or proceeding from the sun's solar, resembling the sun, cheery, cheerful or joyous. Now, if that's not a fabulous thing to add to this picture, I'm going to put it there so it can be seen. But all you do is you cut it out, stick it down, and then all the peel ones come with a lolly stick, and it's just like that. And then you just lift it up, and that's it. It's on there. You can put them onto fabric, you can put them onto ceramics, you can put them onto resin, you can put them onto plaster. So that's a peel off. That is some of the butterflies I've got. That little Frenchie there was on the monochrome, and these are off the lighter butterflies one. So you can put them on anything. This is plaster, this is resin. So I couldn't find any fabric close by because obviously I'm sorting the room of doom. Oh yes, Kim, the prompts are in the Facebook page under, what's it called? I think it's documents or files. You can download the whole thing if you want to from there, but I do put it on Facebook as well. So I'm thinking we need the sunshine in here so I can still see some of the other layers. So I need some glue. And I do like to build up a lot of layers. Usually I would add maybe some a stencil with some texture paste. In fact, we might still do that if I've got some next to us. Yeah, I think that might be quite nice as well. And it'll break up around here with it being the yellow. Well, let me grab that. Rainbow paste. If you were texture paste in my house that is absolutely upside down, where would you be? Oh, there we go. So I'm thinking, which is quite dangerous, well, just texture paste, anything you want. I mean, you can even use white heavy body acrylic paint. Yes, in the albums, the same. You can see the list in the albums, but there's also, what's it under? I'll have a quick check. I just went in as well, you know. Files, I think it's called. Right. So here, this is on the iPad. You go along and it's under files. And then just click it, view file, and there it goes. So yellow, Pantone 108C, prompt sunny days, focus on joy, brightness and things that make you happy. Well, it's all there. And I think it's the same for the computer and things pretty much. Hopefully anyway. Those files. And I need a stencil, which I'm going to use this one because it looks like oranges. And this oranges, yeah, orange and yellow. And I need, where's that at? And I don't want them perfect. I'm not going to go for perfect. I just want a little bit. And just like that. And like that. If it goes over what's already there, I'm not too fussed at all. It won't hurt anything. And this will just dry pure white. But you can mix it with colours as well. I'm just going to pop that in some water. And that. I'm liking it more and more, you know, as we go. I might have to tear some paper as well, though. I feel like I need something else. What have we got? Oh, I know what we've got. Because you know what? Letters go to houses and we are going to add the houses. So I'm looking for... I did have these on the website, but they've gone. Loads of different sheets. They're lovely. But they've gone. I will try and get them back though. Ooh. So again, I've torn it so that there is a white edge shown. I want to ink around it. So I'm bringing in the vintage here with it. The glue did just work, didn't it? Or did it not? Hang on, I'm digging a hole in it. My problem is with glue, I never ever put the lids on. We'll just cut another section off. Hi, Pennyma. Lemons. Yes, there could be lemons. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, tomatoes. Anyway, there's a pack of 4 stencils with them in on the website. You know, I'll have that there. I need some... I had a big roll of foam that seems to have vanished, so we'll just scrap that idea. I'm not going to have you waiting while I try and find stuff because like I say, the house is an absolute uproar, ready for work getting started. So we're going to have that there. And then I think I might just add a little bit of this. Again, you can colour onto the back of these, or you can just leave them. It's like a glossy overlay. I might just do that. So you can just glue them down with normal glue, but it is a type of acetate, so if you put a little bit of glue on, overlay something else and then stick it down so it's, but this will dry clear on it. We're going to have that there. So you can still see all the layers, and every time you look at something, it will be something different. How we're looking. Right. I do have the box of bits next to us though. The box of inspiration with all the other stuff in. So I'm going to grab that. And this is another reason why I do this. Why when I get a new kit, I cut them out, or I sort of, oh, look at her. She's lovely. We need to use her, don't we? I cut them out, or I colour them in, then cut them out, and then I've got them. And then I can just look through and find stuff. Obviously, it's going to be that little flower because it's yellow. And then I always find something that I want to use. I might have a little blue flower. Oh, they're attached, aren't they, from the thing that we made. So all of these are from the Colour Create kit. Might have these as well because they're yellow and pink. You had what? I had one of those clog-free bottles, turns out it does. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've managed to clog the clog-free bottles too. Can you remember when I was on one of the shows? And I went like that and the glue just like all over the place. So I'm thinking, because the house is nice and quirky, I'm thinking these actually, I'm going to cut these down. I've got a glue on my finger. We're just going to go with it. I'm going to cut one of these off and have it there. So I am adding this glue. This lumpy glue because it's been left open that long. I want to add it there. And then obviously the leaves. So don't take everything as how I've got it. It has to be. Cut them down. I mean, everybody cuts the stamps and things down. So do the same with these. I mean, essentially, there's lots of stamped images that are already done for you, so you don't have to stamp anything out. I have that one there. And then this little green leaf is going to go there. Right. And now we need to pick some houses, or a house, or 3 houses. And I'm actually thinking, what am I thinking? I'm thinking it needs more layers. Thinking it needs something else. What do you think? So at the minute, I love it. I absolutely love it, but I feel like it needs something. I've got some white organza ribbon, because I think if we mute the background a little bit behind it, the house will show up more. So this is it. Here, I got it from a charity shop. So if we take a bit of that, and we won't need it all. I'm going to fray the edges quite a bit. See, I was thinking thread, but I don't think I've got any still out. So really, this is crafting with what we've got. So that maybe's there. And then we're going to pick one of the bigger houses. That one. Nice and colourful, nice and big. And I'm going to use that. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I still feel like it needs something in the background. and it might just be dark splats just to sort of darken it down a little bit. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? What are we thinking? So I do have like a Payne's Grey out of the watercolours. And I'm just gonna add just a few. See, I like that already. You can kind of see it. But what else you can do is really water your Payne's Grey down and make a shadow, which will make the house and things pop. Yeah, see, that's already looking better. You can add in around the flowers, even around the tags and things. You don't have to add it around everything, but it really makes all the different layers pop if you do kind of add it. Yeah, I'm liking the shadow. I'll add a bit more here. There's a bit here. There's even a bit under there. I would probably wait until... Yeah, I like it. I do like it. And even if this here behind is still too bright, we can easily cut it down more and mount it on to black. So you cut it down here and then mount it onto a different colour. And it will absolutely totally change the look. I can't do that now because of obviously the wet paste and everything, but there will be a picture going up of it. And we'll see what else I do. Well, there we go. What are we thinking? Do you like it? Do you not like it? I mean, if we imagine this bit gone at the sides, so it's more DL, and then we'll just have a little bit. So layers, we will do more with it. We might even do more layers on, what day? Tuesday. Well, hopefully Tuesday, all being well, depending on how well the floor goes down. Can you remember it, Amanda? Lots of lovely layers, and you can see them all when you look at it. Every single thing that you popped on there, and I love these. I love rub-ons and things. So there we go. That is my take on Colour Your World. Probably when I do it another time. Oh, I forgot to add this little flower. Could pop it on there. Maybe's not. Maybe's. No. I'll leave it off for now. I might pop it on later. But next time I do it, I'll have probably thought about this a little bit more and decided what I would change. And in the next lot of layers I would do, you could add cardboard. I mean, you could even, if you wanted to do this, what you could do is do a mixed media piece and add in resins and get your power texture. It's all kinds of things, depending on what you like to do and what you enjoy. Make it so you enjoy it yourself, or try something totally different. And if you hate it, at least you've tried it. So yes. Anyway, with that, I will love you and leave you. I love these houses. There's loads of different coloured ones. These were the ones I called rainbow because there's a few different colours in them. But there's all different kinds. I mean, there's teal, there's yellow, there's orange, there's every colour. Little packs of fabulous die-cut houses. But with that, I'm going to love you and leave you because I enjoyed that and I love it. Possibly without that flower there, I'd like it more. But it's it, and change it and put something else there if need be. See, if I cover it over, you can kind of see how it comes together a bit more. But I still love it. If you have managed to stay at the end and you are new here, subscribe. Join in. I am live 3 times a week, mostly, because lately it's been a bit iffy with the world, my brain, life, my body. Yes. Have a lovely week. Have a lovely bank holiday Monday. I hope you're all getting a lie in tomorrow. Lots of love. Thank you so much for staying at the end. Again, give us a thumbs up and a share if you can. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. I am live on Facebook as well, so share the live. Give us a like on that. And it just helps. And get your friends to join in with Colour Your World. It's a great inspiration thing just to get your mojo going and play along. But thank you very much. I will see you later. Bye for now.